I think I'm suffering from wedding DJ PTSD. I just woke up from a dream that I was DJing a wedding ceremony, and right before the bride was supposed to come down the aisle, I couldn't find the bridal entrance song. I had it. I know I had it. But apparently she had filled out some Excel sheet that she created that I had printed out for some reason. Don't know why. It was a dream. And she got the spelling wrong. It was one of those artists that, makes up their own name and their own spelling to that name. Some new artist that I wasn't super familiar with. And no matter what I searched, I couldn't find the track. I would try to type in these alternate spellings of what I thought the name might be. Is there an extra Z in there, or two Z's or three Z's, or are there two L's or one, or is there a silent X in there somewhere? Couldn't find it, no matter what I typed in. So I typed in what thought sounded right in my phone on Google, and answers came up, but for some reason the text was too small. I couldn't read it, and I couldn't find my reading glasses, or I didn't have them or something. What's the point? Oh, give me a second, I'll think of something. No point, I guess. I just can't believe that, I haven't done a wedding since October, and I'm thinking about this. Well, why? I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of is when I was doing the DJ and TV broadcast tonight with Jay and Howie, I was thinking about this certain phenomenon that happens sometimes when I'm DJing an event. It could be a school dance, it could be a wedding, a party, doesn't matter what, where I come in and I give them everything they asked for. Like they had this fantasy gig in their head, and I did my best to interpret what that might be as far as music goes and activities and the rhythm of things and all of that. And I do such a good job with this that apparently I hit it out of the park, because the client will come up to me and they'll say, "Hey, thank you so much for giving us exactly what we wanted tonight. Thank you." And this is usually like an hour and a half to 2 hours into the event. And what I can do at that point, they've pretty much given me carte blanche to do whatever I want to do. They trust me. They can see that I know how to put an evening together. And now they're looking at me like, "Ooh, what's next? You gave us everything we wanted. Now what are you going to do with the remainder of the time?" And that's when you can, truly get creative. I'll do a video on this. And I want to do a video on this. I don't know if you guys have experienced this phenomenon or not. The question is, once you hit that point, what direction do you go? And, I was thinking about, well, I think whenever you're doing any kind of party, there are all these forks that you find. And you can go all these different directions, as far as where to take the evening, what song to play, what order to play them in. You choose certain paths. And, maybe when you are in that moment where they're looking at you like, "Hey, do something cool," you think about the alternative universe path you could have took and see how that would work. You could do that. Sometimes they say weird stuff to you like, "Do what you think is cool now. Like, whatever you like, play that." And I always back off from that, because I'm thinking to myself, you don't want to hear what I want to hear. They really don't. And I am so programmed to just please the crowd in front of me that I don't know if I could even bring myself to play something that I really wanted to hear in that moment. I couldn't think of anything that I wanted to hear in that moment. It's just not where my brain is at when I'm doing an event like this. But yeah, you can do some interesting things with that. So I thought, maybe later on I'll do a video talking more about that and some different, I guess, choices you could make if you ever find yourself in that moment. I am there a couple times a year. But anyway, yeah, PTSD, man. And maybe that also partly comes from, man, I've been doing this since I was 17 years old. I'm 50 now. It's a long time. That's a career right there. That's the thing I've done the longest in my life professionally. And no matter how much I do this, and no matter how much experience I have, and no matter how much I try to, learn new things and techniques and stuff, you still get those clients who, are about the same age as my kids and look at you like you have no idea what you're doing. So they feel like they have to micromanage you as a DJ and make these Excel spreadsheets and try to organize it for you. And usually those are so incredibly convoluted they make no sense. You've got to look at them and somehow transcribe them onto some kind of organizational, what word am I looking for? And some kind of, Word doc or something that makes sense in your brain where you can go ahead and do their event with all the stuff that they want. You get those clients. And on the flip side of things, you also get the clients who just act like it's no big deal. And of course you can do it. And you have every song, we're sure you do. Just do this and do this and do this. Not as easy as said and done. You're going to have to come up with an order and a way to do things that is, going to make sense. They're giving you these crazy expectations for this thing they want with the songs they want and the order they want things. And your job is to somehow make it look good. And they don't always have the best ideas. I mean, go figure. Amateurs don't always have the best ideas. It happens, though. Anyway, I don't know, just vlogging, man. Yeah, I haven't done a wedding since October. I don't have anything on the books until at least April for a wedding. I'm still stressing out about them, so. I'm thinking about them. What are you thinking about? This time of year when you got downtime. I'm not doing any New Year stuff. So, I'm off for now. What's on your mind? Let us know down here. Take care. That's it. I'll turn this off. Put you out of your misery. Practice and enjoy.